everybody. It's a mustache question, but with no Mr. Haick. He's busy doing crazy, awesome things with Scout, talking to people in Hollywood is my guess. I am actual Miss Jen and not Bean. It's interesting that it's up there. That's funny. And I think joining me today is Joey.
How's it going?
It's going good. Ooh, is your hair different?
Oh yeah. I cut it all off. It's all gone.
Totally gone. Okay. I didn't tell if it was like pulled back in a man bun or
no, it's all gone.
Samurai thing.
I don't do the man bun thing.
No man ponytails.
No, I don't do the man bun thing. That's not my thing. But how's it going?
We're going really good. I apologize that I am late. I had just a rush of customers come in, and I just could not extricate myself.
It's all good. That's the life of an LCS owner, right? You are always on call.
It's very much the truth, and it's been an interesting season so far for the holidays. It's been kind of like rush and then quiet, which is not what
I was going to ask about that since we're talking about retail right now. So we're coming off of Black Friday and all that good stuff. So how was your guys' Black Friday sales?
I thought they were really good. They're still not quite up to pre-pandemic. Hey, Antonio, to pre-pandemic levels, just because we can't fit the same amount of people in the shop. So we've figured out ways to do our sales now so that everyone feels super comfortable. We essentially set up a party on Eventbrite and let people choose times to be able to come in, and then limit the amount of people that are choosing times. And so it's never crowded and easy to check out, and all those things make everybody happy.
Super cool.
But at the end of the day, it ends up being pretty decent numbers, and you don't have to have like the people taking things from each other off the rack and all that stuff, trying to get in the same drawer.
Yeah, that's all that stuff is crazy. See, have you ever done like the Black Friday, like camping out and like waiting in line for hours and hours to get the stuff? You have?
Yeah, I mean, my best girlfriend and I, that used to be the thing we loved to do. We'd eat turkey dinner, and then we'd get together and go find Target or Walmart where we wanted at least one thing from there. We were the most casual Black Friday shoppers ever. We really wanted to just find a reason to go sit on the ground on our sleeping bags and play our Nintendo DSs. And I'll tell you how old this is. Play our Nintendo DSs and chat about our kids. Yeah. And then, the line, it would be like midnight, and the line would get up, and everyone would be like, "Ah!" And we'd be like, "Oh, I missed my thing. That's bad. Let's wander around the store."
I've never done the camping out thing, and I've always had friends that are like, "We're gonna go tonight," like they skip Thanksgiving dinner so that they can like stand in line for all these crazy things. I've never understood. Like, I understand that some people are like, "Hey, I'll hang out and I'll do all the stuff like the Funko Pop, like those crazy things." Like I think it was like 2 or 3 years ago, before the pandemic happened, there was this craze going on with the Funko Pops over at San Diego Comic-Con, and people were going crazy over them, right? Standing they stood in line the entire con, basically. It's like, I don't know how you could do that. Like, I go to San Diego Con. I'll go to a con to be at a con, not to stand in line. Hey, look at that. Thanks, Salvatore. We got some awesome comic creators in the house today. We got Antonio Luis. He's working with Third Wave 99. And then we've got Salvatore. He's got all kinds of great stuff going on right now. Stay tuned for some good stuff coming out from both of them. Thank you guys.
Always looking forward to them.
So how was your Thanksgiving?
Oh, okay. So
did you eat a lot of food?
Thanksgiving was a fast, like for anybody else that works retail, you can totally understand this, where you have to squeeze your family time in between the high necessity of being at your shop so people can come shop, because that's your function in life, right? Is to get things into people's hands. So we left on Wednesday afternoon at like 3:30 after I finished my invoicing for the week here, and then drove to Tyler, and then enjoyed that evening's dinner. We got there like 7 at evening's dinner, and then spent the night in the same hotel with everybody else, and then did Thanksgiving, and then immediately it's like we finished Thanksgiving dinner and then got in the car and drove home. But
That's
the
funny.
fun part was I got to play front yard football with my niece and nephew, which
Nice.
if you have never played front yard football for Thanksgiving with your cousins or nieces or nephews, you've robbed yourself of pure joy.
Yeah, I used to, like, back in the day. We used to we got another one coming in. How's it going? Marco Fontanelli said hi, everyone. So we so back in the day, like in my childhood, we used to go to like 3 different places for Thanksgivings and Thanksgiving, and it was crazy because you would have to plan it out, and like all these, they're just like you said, it was a crazy, like, fantastic feat. By the time you got done at the end of the night, you were like, I'm ready for bed. But you were it's a whole lot of fun. We don't do that now because I'm like, that's just so much. um but we had a fun time this year. We so it was a little nerve-wracking at first because we had so my middle brother, I have 2 younger brothers, and my middle brother, um he his fiance took over Thanksgiving this year, and it's the first year that she's been around, and we were like, she said it's the first time she's ever done it all on her own, and we were like a little nervous, but she did really good. It was awesome, and it was a whole lot of fun. And it was really, I think my wife enjoyed it because she didn't have to do too much.
Yeah. I mean, that's kind of like the changing of the guard, right? If you always
Yeah.
have the oldest members of your extended family in the kitchen and never let the next generation learn how to do those things, and you end up with a generation that goes, we don't know, magic happened in there, and then there was gravy.
Yeah, right. And that's how it goes. But yeah, so they already started planning for Christmas and all that good stuff. So we're gonna have a good time this year. I think it's gonna be fun. But yeah,
Do you have any Christmas like traditions that have been passed down?
We kind of have a weird tradition. It's not like like it, so the Christmas Eve, what we do is, because with my wife and my mom are usually cooking for Thanksgiving, we don't cook the day before, like Thanksgiving Eve. So Thanksgiving Eve, we always do a nacho bar. Like we just nachos. My mom and my wife, they make salsa and they just go crazy. So it's easy, quick, and fast. So we do it because we know the next day is going to be really rough on both of those ladies. So yeah, we just do a quick, easy thing, and then we're doing something a little bit different this year. Oh, we just started one thing last year. We started Minute to Win It, and 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 my wife went out and bought like one of those toy WWE belts, or those title belts. And so whoever wins, they keep it for the whole year, and then they have to the next year they have to put it up and see who wins it the next year. So that's a brand new tradition we're gonna start. And it's getting a little bit crazier this year because last year it was just like, oh, just throw these little cotton balls into this little hole, and like, you know what I mean? But now it's like they went all out. They have bean bags, and they have these big, large, extravagant pieces of cardboard and cornhole, and we're like, oh my gosh. So I think very soon it's gonna be like one of those things where we have like a YouTube channel and some the Galvez family Minute to Win Christmas extravaganza.
I mean, it's way better than just sitting around and looking at each other.
Right. So yeah, so we'll let you know who wins this year. I plan on, so my kid's godmother, she won last year. It was between me and her, and she won. I blame it on her because she's like 6 foot tall, and she's got like basketball length on her.
Yes.
So I blame that, and I say she needs to step back at least 2 feet from everybody else because of her height.
That could also be a disadvantage depending upon the game you're playing, though.
I know. I'm average size. I'm like 5'9". So like, so she's that tall, and I'm like, no. I'll call foul all day.
Yeah,
Do you guys do anything fun like that?
Kyle's on trying not to make a nacho bar joke.
Oh, yeah, nacho. There you go, dude. He's always good for those dad puns. I love it.
Mhm.
So do you guys do any fun traditions for Christmas?
The one that my kids worked into it, our normal Christmas that I think we also as a kids talked my parents into, was the whole, oh, we need to open one present on Christmas Eve rigmarole. So, and then as they've gotten older and older, they're like, well, why don't we just open all of them? So sometimes we give into that and sometimes we don't, because they're, 18 and 21. So it's kind of hard to be like, no, wait for Santa.
Yeah, so this year we're doing something a little different too. We're gonna be doing we're gonna open grandma's Christmas presents. So we're gonna go to my mother's house. We're gonna do nacho bar over her place, Christmas Eve. The kids are gonna open up her Christmas presents. We're gonna come home and spend Christmas Day here, and then I don't know if we're gonna go somewhere else for dinner. I think my brother's house.
Okay.
I don't know, but yeah, I think I just got roped into doing that whole 3 different location thing again for Christmas.
So do you guys do it? If you do the 3 locations, is it do you do like progressive food where one house is the appetizers, one house is main course, one house is dessert? Is that how you do it?
No, but that would be a really cool idea. We're all meeting at my brother's place on for dinner on Christmas and we're gonna celebrate there. And then Christmas, so the kids will have all their Christmas presents opened in the morning here at home. So yeah, fun times. Really exciting. Yeah. So I got a question for you. You and I were talking a little bit earlier, and we were talking about Cowboy Bebop. Have you seen? You're only 5 episodes in, right?
Yeah, and I will preface all of the discussion here by saying I don't think I watched any Cowboy Bebop, the anime, so anime. I don't have a frame of reference.
Okay, so I mean, obviously, when you adapt something like that, you got to change it, right? You can't have it almost exactly the same. So there's some huge differences, and there's also some very huge similarities. I think they did a really good job, because if this was just like a carbon copy of the anime, I don't think I would have been into it. So, but I like it.
Yeah, they've got a really rich universe, and I do like that the universe feels very lived in.
Oh yeah, it is. It's so I used to watch this back in the day in high school when we were doing bad things. Bad things in high school. Kyle says, our Christmas tradition is all the church. I'm usually working, then sourdough pancakes in the morning. Awesome. I love that. I love to hear people's Christmas traditions. Those are all fun stuff.
Mm-hmm.
What was your favorite episode from the first 5?
I'm liking more and more as we have the female new character that's kind of joining the team of Jet and Spike. In my brain, totally forgot her name for some reason right now, but I love her character. I've read an article where she says, and see, this is when me saying I've never seen Cowboy Bebop the original. She was saying that her character, I guess, is very voluptuous and tall, and that she's normal size and not voluptuous. That people were giving her a hard time about it. Then they saw her great comedic timing, and they were like, never mind.
It's so good. Like I think she steals the show. Like, it's so good. Like I thought John Cho did a really fantastic job as Spike Spiegel. And I don't think I can see anybody else playing Spike Spiegel. Like, he's spot on. But Faye, like the actress who plays Faye, oh man, she's spot on. She's so good. She's so hilarious. I loved it. My favorite episode is actually number 5, which is you see Jet Black and he kind of revisits his like detective kind of
Mhm.
work and stuff. That one was I love that old school noir detective kind of stuff.
Oh, yeah.
So
But I
it
do have
was
to say, if you didn't see that projected from the very first scene, the way it rolls out,
yeah.
it's like you just haven't watched any noir.
Yeah, yeah, it was so good. It was so good. I liked it. Um,
I do have to say, there are a great many bad guy characters that I totally understand why everyone's attracted to them.
uh-huh.
Vicious is one of those characters where I'm like, I get his animal attraction, but he
Mhm.
just reads as like dangerous. But I also feel like he's gonna at some point push it too far with his wife.
Yeah, he's definitely one of those guys where you're like, you're evil just because you want to see evil things.
Mm-hmm.
Yeah, and that's kind of one of those things you get from the anime. So, and I think he did such a good job too, playing Vicious. I think, this, I gotta say, this live action version, there, it's very far and few in between that you get a better version from an adaptation, a live action adaptation, than you do like the original.
Mm-hmm.
I think they did. I don't want to say they outdid the original, but they definitely enhanced it and made it so much better. I think,
Yeah.
like it's so good. This is one of those things that from like my adolescence, I guess you want to say my young adult
Mm-hmm.
life, that I watch this stuff with a bunch of my friends. So
So
brought me
I
to
understood.
nostalgia.
You can tell me this. So is the music style, that cool jazz music style, was that also in the original? Did they carry
Yes,
that
that
over?
that is that is the original opening scene for the show as well. Yeah, the anime.
Wow.
And if you could probably go online and actually, I think I actually saved one where they actually put both opening scenes timed up like exactly, and they're not exact, but they do keep some really good elements in there
Mm-hmm.
from the anime opening. And then they put it into this opening. It's really good. I liked it. They did a really good job on kind of grabbing the best elements from the anime and putting
Mm-hmm.
it into this live action. I definitely have to give them, applause for that one.
Absolutely. Have you watched Altered Carbon?
I've watched like the first few episodes. That's the with what's his name, Kinnaman, right?
Yes. And then in the
Kinnaman?
second season, Mackie.
Okay, yeah,
So
no. See, I saw the first season, the first
mhm,
few episodes of the first season with Joel Kinnaman.
you might stick with it because if you like the mood and tone of Cowboy Bebop,
Okay,
that's the
yeah,
same mood and tone.
I did like it. I was getting into it, but I haven't gotten to the Anthony Mackie season yet.
Mhm. Yeah, just like everything else, you feel like when they do this kind of thing where they, and in this case, it's a re-sleeving is the reason why it happens. But when you have a big character change like this, you feel like, oh, it's gonna ruin everything. You ruin everything, but nope.
Do you feel like every winter there's like way too much television to watch and you're like, "Oh my gosh, what am I going to watch?" Like right now, literally I'm watching Cowboy Bebop, I'm watching Hit
Mhm.
Monkey, I'm watching the psychiatrist next door or something like on Apple TV. I'm watching
Oh
uh
man.
there's so much more. There's so much more. And I haven't even touched Lock and Key season 2 yet.
Oh,
Like
that's good.
oh man, I like there's so much that I can't keep up with right now.
Yeah, and wrap your mind around this. The next big thing, you know how Squid Game was the big thing. I guess
Okay.
that there's another big hit now that's in the same vein on
Oh really?
Netflix. Like, you gotta. I've just learned to turn on Netflix and be like, "Tell me what to watch, Netflix."
I haven't even seen Squid Games yet. I'm like, I don't know. I'm not into those kind of like super gory, like the
Yeah.
Purge type movies. I've seen the first Purge, and I was like,
Mhm.
okay, that's a good story. I like that story. And then they just kept going with it. And I'm like, I haven't even touched any of the other ones yet.
Did you did you see the speaking of purge? Did you see the news? You were probably the first one to know the recount news.
Yes,
How
yes,
cool
I
is that?
do. So the recount is getting picked up, which is
Mm-hmm.
really, really cool.
It's better
Yeah,
than that. Doesn't it already have a director?
it's got writers, directors, producers. Like it's green
That's
lit
serious.
at this point.
Yeah.
So yeah,
That's so much different than when they say something's been optioned. That means
yeah,
like someone reserves the right to do something with it, maybe. Like this is different when they name the creative team and all that stuff. They're making something.
Scout has got so much going on right now. We have also had the Chispa comics that's being picked up. I think they are actually, I can't remember. I don't know if I'm wrong or if I heard or read somewhere that they're going to be starting production very soon.
Ooh.
But yeah, we got the Chispa stuff going on. We've got the recount that's been picked up. We've got Unicorn that's been in the news that's been picked up for quite some time, right?
Mm-hmm.
Like I can't say anything else. I do know of things that have been optioned that have not been announced, but they're so cool, so much cool stuff that everybody needs to keep an eye on. Like I keep telling everybody that you need to keep an eye on Scout Comics, and that's not just, and I'm not saying that just because I work for them, but it's I've been saying that for years now, and it's still true.
Yeah, I've pretty much gone to telling all of my, especially my live customers, that like I used to just like point at a few Scout books and say these are like what I call pointy books, where I think there's something going on with them. And now I just say just to put all Scout in your box, because it's if I had a point at every book that Scout that was probably has a new life and a secondary medium, then I would get pointy finger broken.
That's awesome. Yeah, there's tons of good books out right now. So many good things. What do you got in the in your pull list right now? You have anything good you're reading?
I'm reading really everything, honestly. I saw that there was some Scout that made it by me this week, which made me upset. like I didn't get to read. I still haven't got to read Headless Volume 2, number 1 yet.
Oh, really?
That was going to by me.
Good one.
But yeah,
that's a really good one.
And I did read and was very happy to see White Ash come back, because that's such a great universe.
White Ash, it drops today, right? If everybody's gotten their shipments, hopefully they haven't been delayed. Unfortunately, lots and lots of delays, and it's not. I mean, it's all over the place, right? Everybody's got crazy stuff going on. And, talking about delays, I've been waiting on some stuff in the mail for like literally almost 2 weeks now.
Oh, wow.
And it's been delayed for like literally 6 business days. And I can see where it's at. It's just sitting in the distribution center in Phoenix. I'm like, come on, guys, I'll go drive and get it. Like, just release it to me.
Yeah, it's probably close enough that it would make sense to go do, right?
No, yeah, it will only take me 20-30 minutes to get there. Come on, send it to me. Release it. But yeah, all this stuff's crazy. The paper shortage, ink shortage, cardboard shortage. Man, well, you know what we're not short on? All this fun talk that we're having.
That's true. Yeah, when I was like, man, Joey and I can fill a half an hour, no problem.
Oh yeah. Anytime. I got another quick topic here before we run out of time here.
All right.
You hear about all this crazy Spidey stuff that's going on, the Spidey basically broke the internet. Because of the ticket sales. And not only that, people are literally fighting in the streets over these tickets. Yeah, in Mexico, there's footage of people. There's people in line and people are fighting over getting tickets. Literally brawls in the middle of like these ticket sales booths.
Someone asked me today when I was live, would I pay, like their tickets like right now are out there for like $1,000.
Oh my god! I
was like, would I pay that? I was like, I think that probably I have like the movie theater I go to. I probably could just sneak in and get a seat. I think there's probably a slot between places.
Like, she's here all the time. She's good. She's good. We recognize her.
Remember me? I showed up every week during the pandemic and supported y'all. Just like, let me stand in the back.
they have a Gen King reserved seat in your favorite theater because of that reason. Yeah,
I think I'll be fine waiting a day or two, and
yeah, I think so too. I think I waited quite some time to see Shang-Chi. Like literally, I just seen it. Um, I think I waited till it hit Disney Plus before seeing it.
oh wow, so you
Yeah,
didn't even do it in the theater? Okay,
no, but I did go see Eternals in the theater with my son.
yeah.
We had an opportunity, and I saw that it was a matinee, and there was nobody there. It was during like the day where everybody was at work, and nobody was in the theater. Literally, there was only two of me, and there was like 6 people in the theater,
Oh, that's
and
perfect.
everybody was spread out. So
Mhm.
I was like perfect. So we had a good time. It was good.
It
I
is
loved
funny
it.
to me though that people still, even though there's like, 200 seats in a movie theater, if they go and get tickets, for some reason they all decide to sit center
Right,
middle. It's like, so
right.
you want to be one aisle with everybody on it, and you're like,
Yeah,
really?
I know. I there I me my friend me my son, right? We were sitting in the theater, and then literally that exact thing happened to us. I was like, literally there was a family up front, and it was us and then them, right? They sit in the same row, and I'm like, come on, guys. I'm like, you guys couldn't like sit behind us or something. Like I'm okay with you sitting behind, but on the same row. And then not only like I think their seats were literally right next to us. Like they purchased the ones right next to
Like
us.
they didn't on purpose leave the one in the middle, like they
Yeah,
could do very easily.
I'm just like, oh my gosh. And like like it's the husband, he's like looking at his tickets, and the wife's like, just sit right here. And he's like, and he looked at it again, she's all, sit down. she did
Sit
the
down.
she did the wife thing, sit down.
Just sit down.
And I was
You'll
like,
be
"Oh
fine.
my gosh!" It's like I think it was one of those things where she realized like, why are we sitting here? Let's go." But it was like, it was a total me moment. Like I would have said, "No, I'm good right here." My wife would have said, "There's people. Come on, man." Anyway, that's a me moment.
Clearly, we've gotten over the need to be away from each other.
Right. I'm just like, I get like real anxiety now. It's so horrible. I'm like, oh my gosh, there's people gonna sit next to me. Oh my gosh. Where before I didn't, and I probably should have.
I'll make a prediction. I think it is highly likely that this weekend at the Emerald City Comic Con, there has got to be somebody out there making a cosplay that includes an Omicron.
Oh
Just
my
come
god.
on, someone help me out. Someone's got to do it right. All you need is some blue spiky things.
Every time that I hear the word Omicron, I don't know, do you have you ever seen Futurama?
Yes.
Like the aliens, and the name of their planet is called
Yep.
Omicron Persei.
Yes.
And every time I hear Omicron, I always have to finish it by saying Omicron Persei. I'm like,
Are you sure it's I8? Is it not 6?
I thought it was Percy I8.
Percy I.
Now we need to know, where's
Someone,
Kyle?
someone
Where's
look it up.
Kyle when you need him? He's always really good to like Google that stuff for you and throw
I
it in
would have noticed an I8 as being really funny.
You're like, now I have to look it up. Now I'm like, all right, she was right.
It's probably neither of those numbers. It's probably 13.
Right. I'm forgetting. I'm not even remembering it right. Well, do you have anything else to talk about? Because I took up all your time. I'm sorry.
No, this is good. Just an encouragement to everybody out there. Think of some small business this year to go and support, whether it's comic books or the person down the street has their own candle making business, or anything that you can think of to help out small companies. I know that big companies have the same kind of problems right now, but just it's extra tough for everybody that's just doing the grind. It'd be really nice if you could choose at least one present And plus, those
Yeah.
presents actually are, to me, I'd rather get one of those kind of presents because it feels more unique.
Yeah. What's the hot seller this week?
Honestly, it would be the Bad Idea book if ours weren't still in the UPS truck.
Again, those delays, man, those delays. They're rough on everybody right now. So what, okay, if since that one's on the truck, what is
Mhm.
the one that you've anticipated being a hot one this week?
Um,
Anything good hit the shelves that everybody might want to grab?
honestly, the surprise really great book this week for me. There were a bunch of them I really loved, but the Avengers had a really thick book that came
Oh,
out this week. It's
cool.
got a bunch of different stories in there, and the very last story is very sweet. So
Awesome, awesome, super cool. Well, I don't have anything else unless you got anything.
no, I think we're good. We talked about the cool stuff. I'll
Cool.
look I'll look up the Futurama reference and we'll know
Yes,
next week.
let me know because now I'm wondering if it is 6 or 8 because then I've been saying it wrong this whole time. All right, well, I appreciate you. Let everybody know where they can find you, Jen.
Oh, I am Jen King from Space Cadets Collection. You can find me on the internet as Jen King. I'm mostly a Facebook person, so and then everything that I do my whole life is on Facebook, so I have no private life.
And obviously you can find you all on the experience, right?
Experience in the Comic Book Shopping Network.
Yeah.
I'm live pretty much every day of the week.
Sweet, sweet. So make sure you guys head over there and check out some of that stuff and buy me some presents this year. Just kidding. Buy one of your loved ones something from Jen. That's I think that we can end the show. Thanks, Jen, for hanging out with me. And next time you guys won't be hopefully James will be back
Mhm.
from his top secret mission, and you guys will have fun with them and not me.
Perfect. That'll be cool.
All right, we'll see you guys later. Bye.
Thanks, Joey. It's been awesome.
You're welcome. Bye.